To make this Dalgona candy, first take a vessel and into it add 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. This measurement is just for one candy. We will have to let the sugar caramelize and the flame should be at low during the whole time so the sugar melts evenly. Then use a wooden skewer or a spoon and mix the sugar. This process can be tricky, so be careful. Sometimes the sugar crystallizes and it takes forever to melt. Another thing to keep in mind is to not burn the sugar. Then the caramel will taste bitter and we definitely do not want to have bitter candy. This recipe requires just 2 ingredients, sugar and baking soda. Now we can see that the sugar has caramelized, so we will take it off from the flame, then add a pinch of baking soda into it. Be sure to stir this continuously until the sugar mixture foams up. This is the part that resembles the whipped coffee. Stir this for a few seconds, then pour out the mixture on a parchment paper that is oiled. The mixture hardens really quick, so you have to be fast. Now let this sit for a while. Then place another parchment paper over it and you can use any cutout, a cookie cutter or anything that works to form an impression over it. Do not press down really deep. I am using a bottle cap for this. You do not need any fancy tools to make this cookie. You can use tools that are lying at home. Now we will have to let the mixture harden, so we will keep it aside for a while till that happens. Wait for at least 2 to 3 minutes before we peel out the parchment paper. If the candy isn't hard enough, then the parchment paper will stick to it and it will be a mess. Now slowly peel out the paper. If the paper is stuck to the candy, then wait for a few minutes before peeling it. Okay, so we're done with one side, we will peel out the other side. And here, my flower-shaped candy is ready. Now, it's time to get to the challenge. Have you guys watched the latest Netflix trending series Squid Game? And do you know about the Dalgona candy challenge? Well, I'm going to take this trending challenge where you will have to cut out the shape carefully without breaking it. Here goes my first attempt. I'm using a needle to cut out the circle. You can play this game with your friends and then munch on the candy. You can use any shape to stamp on the candy. The more complicated the shape, the harder the challenge. So in this series, Squid Game, there are a group of people who are in debt and they participate in a series of games, and the game I'm playing right now is one of them. And if they fail to meet the requirement, they would get eliminated from the game. Okay, I'm almost done and this was actually easy considering that it was just a circle. I'm challenging you all to this game as well. Let me know how it goes. And there is my little circle. Okay, so the making of this candy isn't as easy as it looks, and I'm going to show you all my failed attempts. So here, as you can see, I used a bottle cap, a plastic bottle cap to stamp, and the mixture stuck to the cap. So make sure to oil the edge of your steel cutter if you are going to stamp on it directly. So in my second attempt, I used steel lid to flatten the candy and that was okay. The mistake was that I didn't wait for the mixture to cool down for a while and I peeled off the paper before the candy hardened completely. So you can see me struggling and sadly the paper got stuck to the candy and it became a mess. In the third attempt, I tried to flatten the candy without oiling the lid. So the candy got stuck to the lid and I couldn't remove it off. It might take you a few tries to get there, but don't give up. Keep experimenting and see what works best for you. Have fun!